tales are full of shit. One more fucking love song, I'll be sick. What's up, fellas? It's a beautiful Saturday morning here at Penn State University. Football's fucking back. We have our first football game today, so that's something interesting to look forward to. You read the title of this video. I'm sure you're all pretty intrigued because everyone asks me questions about this. Everyone wants me to talk about this. And I try not to talk about it just because I don't want people even asking me questions or considering this, but I feel like the best way to get someone to not do something is to educate them. And I'm not even saying to not do it. I'm saying to educate yourself on something before you even make that decision. So, I get all these DMs, and then I even got this one email, which I'm going to read. I might put it up on the screen. Yo, Ben, what's up? I don't know if you check your DMs, so I just wanted to ask you a question about Osterine. Did it suppress you a lot, or why didn't you like it? And what did you take for PCT? Are you able to build muscle now that you're off cycle? Okay, so I'm just going to be giving my entire experience, everything I took, how long I took it for, how much of it I took, and the progress I made on it. So, I started training senior year of high school, give or take, and I'm now a sophomore in college, so that's your little reference range. My first 2 years, my first year and a half of training, I made some pretty good progress. I clearly looked like I lifted. I got up to a 500-pound deadlift, 3-plate squat, and 225 bench. But clearly not at my genetic limit yet. And then quarantine hit. All the gyms closed for 3 months. I shrunk down to 169 pounds at 6'3". So at around June-ish, or end of May, beginning of June, I weighed around 169 pounds. Now, 5 or so months later, October 24th, I weigh 195. So when the gyms opened in June, I started my Osterine cycle. I took 20 milligrams per day, 10 milligrams in the morning and 10 milligrams at night for 3 weeks. And then I upped the dosage to 25 milligrams and did that for another 3 weeks. So overall, Osterine is probably it's the weakest SARM and probably the weakest not unnatural anabolic agent. I might be completely wrong about that, but I want to say that Osterine is up there with the weakest unnatural anabolic substances. If you want to compare it to something like testosterone, it's fucking night and day, blows it out of the water. Okay, so how did I feel on it? I felt pretty damn good. There's a mental aspect of it where you just feel more energized. It's almost you get a little caffeine boost when you drink a G Fuel or have pre-workout. You kind of have that feeling you just double scoop pre-workout all the time, and that's something that that's the reason why it gets really addictive, because it makes you feel good. So, my decision to start taking it should be pretty freaking obvious. I wanted to build muscle at a faster rate than I could do it naturally. And since I'm coming back from a big break from the gym, I'm already building muscle really fast because of muscle memory, and it's easier to build back muscle that you already built in the past, even though the amount of muscle that I have right now is definitely more than what I had before the gyms closed. So my strength gains were pretty consistent throughout the whole time. I'd say I could put on about like 5 pounds on my bench every week. So here's exactly what I did for my PCT protocol. So as soon as the 6 weeks were up, I didn't take anything for like 5 days. And then I started taking Novadex or tamoxifen, whatever you want to call it. I took 3 pills or 45 milligrams of Novadex for 2 weeks. And then I dropped down to 2 pills for 2 weeks or 30 milligrams. Then I dropped down to 1 pill or 15 milligrams for the last like week and a half or so. So I kind of weaned down with my PCT. And at the beginning of my PCT, when I was taking 45 milligrams of tamoxifen, I was actually like making gains faster than I was on the cycle. Throughout the whole PCT, I never felt like I had low testosterone. I really never felt like I had low testosterone like the whole time. And I still don't feel like I have low testosterone. So now it's post cycle, post PCT, like that's like months, at least a month behind. And yeah, I'm still able to make gains naturally, pretty reasonably. I'm not hitting a new PR every week. I mean, right now, my strength's been kind of going up there, but that's besides the point. So right now, I can build muscle at a rate that a normal person 2 years into lifting could put on naturally. Let me see if there are any other questions in here. As far as side effects go, people want me to tell you that like there are a ton of side effects and you shouldn't do what I did, but no, I did not experience any side effects on it. Do I even regret taking it? No, I don't regret taking it, because in the mental state that I was in, with 3 months away from the gym, and for me, I'm a person who absolutely lives through the gym. It's my only means of self-confidence. I felt like that was something that I needed to do. I needed to get my size back as quick as possible, and even put on more size than I potentially could have. And I don't get why there's such a big deal about taking performance-enhancing drugs as opposed to any other drug. When someone drinks alcohol, they don't get judged for it. There's no really weird stigma around alcohol the same way there is around performance-enhancing drugs. Drinking every day will lower your lifespan more than taking steroids or SARMs and getting your blood work done. If that tiny little 6-week cycle actually did anything to my health, which, let's be honest, it's so minuscule that in the long grand scheme of things, that probably didn't do anything to my health. But if it did, let's say it took away 5 years from my lifespan. If it takes 5 years at the end of my life to be bigger when I'm younger and be more confident and be more mentally stable, just live an overall better life in my 20s, then I think it's worth it, in my opinion. But if you're going to make that decision, you have to know that it's the thing for you. You have to know that it's the right thing to do. I said this in the first YouTube video I ever posted before I even started making TikToks. I posted my 2-year natural transformation video. If you read the description that I want to motivate people the same way that David Lade motivated me, or I said something along the lines of that, and I still stand by that. That's what I want to do. I want to motivate people the way that I was motivated by guys like David Lade and Dylan McKenna. They motivated me to hit the gym, get some confidence. I could finally talk to people. I was such a quiet kid, scared to say anything because people would make fun of my voice. Obviously, David Lade and Dylan McKenna are not natural. Like, David Lade still claims natural, but let's be honest, he's not. There's zero chance in the freaking universe. I don't care if they took steroids. They still motivated me. There's still the reason why there's still the reason why that I look the way that I do today. I don't care if they took steroids. They changed their lives at a young age. If the people who are commenting steroids on their transformation videos, they're looking to these transformation videos for motivation to hit the gym because they're probably small or fat and they're looking for motivation. And they see this guy who actually did something with their life, got fucking jacked in 3 years, and they just blame it on the steroids. But if they could take steroids and look like them, they probably would. But so many people do take steroids, and they won't say anything because they don't end up looking like David Lade. They take steroids, maybe gain like 5 pounds, and it's mostly water. And that's why they keep quiet about it. So many more people are on stuff than you think. Like, there's someone at Penn State who claims natural with like a 750-pound deadlift, and just it's stupid. I don't know why. We just end the stigma around this stuff, start talking about it more, and let people make their own decisions, just like with any other drug. Alright, I feel like I rambled in my car for enough. I'm gonna go home, edit this. Hopefully I said somewhat intelligent stuff. My brain's actually, like, not really there this morning. I felt like I had so much better stuff to say before I got in this car, but I didn't really say too much insightful stuff. Hopefully it'll make sense, and you guys can all take something from this video. But yeah, that's my entire experience pretty much, so there you go. Peace.